And no matter where, always ready for the Canes and the Noles. That U going to be flying high. By the end of the day, it has been a while. Florida State has won the last 7. It has become largely because Miami has not been able to consistently run the ball, and in the last 3 games, decided by a combined 10 points. They just haven't been able to finish when they've had the opportunities, including getting an extra point block that cost them. So that leaves the Canes 0 for Jimbo, and the Noles were very nearly 0 for September. You know, the last time a ranked Miami team faced an unranked Florida State squad, Mark Richt had just finished backing up Jim Kelly at quarterback, and Miami had never won a national championship. It was 1982. Everything today points to Miami. I mean, come on, if not now, when? The Noles stumble in there all wounded, barely able to beat Wake Forest. There's something about seeing that U that has healing power for Florida State.
This is the reason why you come to Florida State, you know, just to play in big games like this.
Since this game is in Tallahassee, it helps it by the atmosphere. You know, I love away games personally, and of course you're going to hear that theme song the whole game.
It's energy, it's enthusiasm, it's excitement. You feel a responsibility to play the game the way that game has always been played.
Jimbo Fisher's never lost to Miami at the winning streak beginning when he took over as the head coach in Tallahassee.
We've been losing to Florida State for the past 8 years, and this is a huge chip on our shoulder, a monkey that we want to get off our back.
Kind of stops the bleeding. I mean, it's been too many years since Miami's won the game.
A win here would mean that, you know, we have the reins. We're not letting them go.
Miami comes in as a 3-point favorite today. Since 2005, when Miami has been favored, it has not gone well. As Florida State has found ways to win. Remember, this game was originally supposed to be played September 16th. The hurricane caused it to be rescheduled. Had it been played then, would have been James Blackman's first start. Miami would have been without Amon Richards. They'll both be in there ready to go. So what about it, Coach? How's this going to go today?
Well, first, there is bad news and bad news at Florida State this week. Let me give you the first bad news.
Okay.
Their offensive line is playing below average. Miami's front 7 is magnificent. They're playing above average.
Oh, yeah.
Trouble.
Trouble.
Now, Florida State's beaten Miami the last 3 times by a total of 10 points. Means Miami is rising. Which way is the Florida State program going? Huh? We'll see today.
That's the bad news and bad news,
That's the new bad news, bad news.
Well, Coach, listen, Miami got a quarterback named Malik Rozier. Now, this guy's his first-year starter. He's playing pretty well, but he's going to have to play great to beat the Seminoles. Now, I'm going to show you what he brings to the offense that's a little bit different than what they had a year ago under Brad Kyer. The first thing is that he stands in the pocket no matter who's coming at him. You talk about bad offensive line play. Watch the left tackle right here, Coach. He whiffs and he gets beat. But watch Rozier. He stood in the pocket and he throws a strike to a post route right down the middle for a touchdown. That's how you get your teammates to love you. The thing he does is very different. He extends plays. Brad Kyer would sit in the pocket and go to his 3rd option, 4th option. Look at Rozier. First and second options are not there. He's going to tuck the ball and run it. He's not looking down the field. He just want to take what the defense gives him. But this is the showstopper, the headliner, Mark Walton, the running back. Averaging 9 yards per carry so far. He's tops in the conference, but he's a matchup nightmare for linebackers. I don't know if the Seminoles got a linebacker on their roster that can go one-on-one with Mark Walton out in space. So he's going to be a big factor in the Canes offense tonight. Now, I don't know if the Canes could go up to Doak Campbell Stadium, Kirk, and run the ball on the Seminoles defense. They ain't about that life up there. You know, Dalvin Cook, he pretty much had his way with the Canes. So whoever is able to rush the ball, I think will win this game.
You know, Walton has been a little bit gimpy in practice. Travis Homer, they're hoping that Walton will be able to go. Sometimes just getting that game can make you feel a lot better, get the adrenaline going.
Doesn't this Miami, I mean, Mark Richt, this Miami team is starting to take on a look of a Mark Richt team this year, I think, and it's early, more than even last year in his first year. I think the players are really understanding what he's trying to accomplish with what Des just showed you offensively. But for the Canes to ever get back to being the Canes, it's about the defensive side of the football and creating havoc and intimidating their opponent and really taking control of the football game. And what we've seen early from Manny Diaz's group, they're really buying into his scheme. Here is always ID to Mike linebacker, offensive lines looking coach to slide left. Well, right at the snap of the ball, the defensive end to zone pressure. He drops, the middle linebacker comes, and the offensive line is completely confused. They got two guys blocking one guy, the linebacker's free, comes up with a big sack from Pinckney. They also are doing a good job of just up front getting pressure with guys like Norton, number 7. Yeah. Move him around instead of playing as an even front. They move him right over top of the center and blow him up. Chad Thomas has that same ability where, again, a lot of movement, a lot of disguising pressure, and at the snap of the ball, you better be able to react and have a chance. Blackman, the quarterback from Florida State, if they can't run the ball and they're in obvious passing situations, he is in big trouble because of the way this defense is getting after it. Bear in defense.
All righty.
Miami guy. Not buying in just yet that Miami's back.
It's
right?
been coulda, woulda, shoulda. Well, tell me the last big game Miami has won.
Doesn't matter. It's this one that counts.
2005, Virginia Tech, that game up at Lane. 05. You go back since 2010. I mean, Florida State doesn't have a rank next to their name, but if you go back since 2010, it's a big game. Against top 15 teams, they're 0-13 against teams that finished the year in the top 15. I mean, even Iowa State and teams like that are stumbling into one win, whether it's an upset or a big game. They don't have any. They had nothing. It's been coulda, woulda, shoulda the last 3 years. Blew a double-digit lead, blew a fourth-quarter lead twice, double-digit lead, and a fourth-quarter lead. You got Florida State now as a home underdog. Nobody in the world thinks they're going to win. That's a terrible spot for Miami, which has had zero success in big games.
So that's a lot of great information. What's your call? What's your call?
Florida State 23-20.
Oh, man.
Until they do it, you can't buy in. The alum in me hopes they win and they prove me wrong.
A freshman quarterback, huh?
I think that game last week at Wake Forest where Florida State and their offensive line struggled so much, but they found a way with Akers getting some touches and Blackman with the big throw late. I think they used that as a building block, and I think they went today.
There's reverse psychology.
Wake's not the U. Wake is not the U.
There's no way
Are you
that
serious?
Florida State could beat Miami. No way.
No way possible.
No,
Not with a freshman quarterback, huh?
No.
Why even show up?
I'll tell you what. I'm surprised it's only a 3-point spread on this. I mean,
it should be bigger.
You can see for yourself.
I love
Miami,
watching that.
Florida State, 3:30 Eastern time. I don't care what's happened.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Just put those boys out there.
No, that's right.
Alabama and Texas A&M follows at 7:15.